Audio check, ladies and gentlemen, audio check. Good morning, everybody. We will be with you in just a moment. Good morning, everybody. Enjoying the kick tracks here while we get the morning started. Watching BTC taking a big old fat one here. Fortunately, yours truly had a little bit of a short on. Yeah, maybe. Starting out with a good day here.
Yeah. Tom, how you doing, man? Doing well?
Good, man.
You have a good weekend?
I did. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to everybody that's in the house already. Good morning, everyone. It's July 29th, 2024. My name is Tom, otherwise known as Striking, here in the digital media world. So glad to be hosting another episode of DYOR Live. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great day. We got a good show for you today. There's been a lot going on, as the title of the show says. Nashville's come and gone. Trump's come and gone. Kamala's going up in the polls, and the swing states are in play, ladies and gentlemen. So what's happening to Bitcoin? Yeah, it's tanking, baby. It's tanking, but this is the part of the show where I say hello to my co-host, Pedro Garcia in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, Pedro, what's happening?
What's up, my peoples? How is everyone doing? It is a good day, man. Things are crazy out here, but you know what? As the market keeps going up, we can see the volume's going down, man. I mean, it's kind of fun.
I guess Striking Jr. commenting here.
Oh yeah.
Does this dude not see his own son in the chat? Striking Jr., we got a lot to get a hold of, and you may not be the number one priority this morning. My other viewers are. You're a given, man.
Oh,
Good morning, Jack. Welcome. Thanks for watching the show. I really appreciate it. Pedro, go on with your opening. Tell us what everyone needs to do with their social media.
Please hit that like, subscribe, and share button to your preferred liked. Even if you don't like it, share it to them all social media platforms. We'd appreciate that. Helps us so much getting the word out, especially the content that we speak about. We've already called the market multiple times. We've talked about the switch of the Democrats going and embracing crypto before anybody even
flipper floppers.
We're also calling the markets when it comes to just overall movement. So it's a beautiful thing, talking about TriFi, Also, just traditional news and crypto news, how it relates. This is just an all around. And on top of that, we're goofy, funny, slapstick, make your mama laugh, and your kid laugh, and your teenage son, and inappropriate son. Anyways.
Well, let me tell you, it's not teenage anymore. Striking Jr. turns 22 in a day.
Oh, snaps. I forget, man.
Yeah, 22. Shoot. I have a 22-year-old son for all you viewers out there that are only 22. That's craziness. But anyway, Pedro, this weekend,
what's up?
I had Striking Jr. out, and I'd put the pictures and stuff up and all that, but I don't have him ready. Trying to consolidate the amount of time I spend getting ready for the show. But what we did is a little father-son day, and getting ready for birthday. So I took him flying in a World War II era T6 plane. It's a old school propeller-driven plane.
So dope. Sorry,
And then we went shooting. That was in the morning. Then in the afternoon, we went to a gun range and went shooting, good old American style. Got out the 45s and the 44 Magnum and did that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And then at the end of the day, we finished with a nice dinner that Mrs. Striking and I cooked up and a few beers. So, wait, that was 2 different days, wasn't it?
Dude.
We had a nice weekend.
Dude.
Yeah. I spend, as everyone knows, the Striking Juniors at university in St. Louis. Aerospace engineer, smart dude. And I spend a lot of time in Canada with Mrs. Striking. So our schedules the past couple of years haven't been matching that much. So when you do get a good day together, you got to put some quality effort into it. Definitely. And this was it. And we got some great videos and all that type of stuff.
Awesome.
And not only Jack says, Striking Jr. says, I bought him that shirt. That's right. This is the present from Striking Jr. here. And welcome to everyone else in the house. Chuck Jansen's in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Using the whole fist dock?
Right, using the whole fist dock there. Crypto Mike in the house. Haven't heard this song sung in a while, and we're not hearing it on the medal ceremonies here in the Olympics. Oh, Canada.
Oh, man.
Well, Canada's way down there in the medal count, not doing so well.
Yeah, bro.
Ariel Chimo, I still can't pronounce your last name. Chimino from Uibo. Thanks for joining us, Ariel. Coming out to us all the way from I don't remember where you're coming to us from. Way out in the middle of nowhere. Uibo Token says, good day, Space Cat. I think that guy's coming from Chile. Thanks for coming in here. And then, of course, Pedro Garcia. No, it's just Jack, not Jackie. He'll beat the shit out of you for that one.
I can take a beating. Don't worry.
Drano in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Drano. Why isn't your sound up here?
LeBron James.
LeBron James is in the house.
You've heard the saying, right? If you can dodge a ball, you can dodge a wrench. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. I've been able to dodge both. I can take a hit, dude. To the noggin.
Lunch is over. Bye-bye. It's got to go. Son's got an internship out in the suburbs out in Chicago here. So thanks, Striking Jr. for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Feel free to drop the comments as you can.
Drop away, my friend.
Chuck says, happy birthday. Space Cat says, let me know when I can come and visit you, Tom. He wants to have a good day, too. Chuck says he's only wrist deep today. That's good. And Crypto Mike says, hey, we got a gold today. Oh, I haven't looked at the Olympics all day today. I've spent the weekend watching all different kinds. The surfing, watch the women surfing. That was as boring as F. Oh my God. The men's was pretty good.
Guys are definitely
Mrs. Striking and I watched a little bit of the horse eventing where they run through the trail, which they're having all the equestrian events at the Palace of Versailles. Coolest thing. I'm like, why didn't we go to that? Well, because we need a lot more money to go to that. But the Palace of Versailles, for those of you who haven't been there, is about 20 miles southwest of Paris. And it's gorgeous. It's the old Louis XIV, head of the French court and all that. The grounds are beautiful. And they're having the horse events there. Talk about, to be an equestrian, you have to be... you have to own a horse and feed it and train it, so you have to have lots of cash anyway. But to fly it all over the world, to race, you have to. I need to FedEx my horse. Okay, be there tomorrow. You got to have a lot of cake anyway, and so they're having the elite match at the elite place in Paris. It's just kind of cool. Let's see. Drano laughs at that one. Have you got a chance to listen on the Space Friday, Tom? You know what? I didn't. I haven't gone back. I spent the whole weekend entertaining the family here. I didn't, but I promise I will go back and listen to that. Drano wants me to. I was only able to participate in part of a space in which Mainnet Z announced a partnership with Cal State Fullerton University and a professor there to use the Mainnet Z blockchain as a teaching tool for their program and all that. And apparently I missed some alpha in the middle of it. So I promise I go back and watch it or listen to it. I will do that. And the mayor of Akron coming to us all the way from the middle of Akron. Thank you for joining us. But we've done the welcomes. Pedro, I got one question for you before we hit BTC, and that was, how was your weekend?
Dude, it was very chill. I really didn't do much, man. I've been basically trying to set up a new setup. I have basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got a big 56-inch screen TV. I got a 49-inch monitor that's the size of two 49-inch monitors because they're stacked. It's one big monitor, but they're stacked, right? And that is so loud in my ears, bro. Wow, do you turn that up just for me?
No, I'll drop it out of your ears here.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate
You know why it's much louder than my microphone?
No, it's about the same. So that's what I'm saying. I have your microphone.
It should just be barely in your ear.
Oh no, bro. If I could, it's like ringing. All
right, hold on, I'll fix it.
It's okay. So no, man, it was really chill, man. So I spent the weekend really just trying to set up my computer system how I liked. There was a part that was supposed to be in the contraption that I ordered on what was it called? Amazon. It's supposed to be here in one day, right? So I get it on Friday. It's straight up, they don't add to it at all, man. Like, I call up the company. I was like, hey, you missed putting this in. They're like, no, you got it. And I was like, so it's only supposed to be XY? And they're like, I said, the thing on Amazon said XYZ. They're like, well, we can't help that. So I said, you can you just send me an additional part? They're like, no, you got to buy the whole entire thing. I said, you don't have any additional parts. They're like, sorry, we don't. I'm like, ooh. So I had to buy a whole entire stand just to get one part. And it was like, I said that, I was like, ugh. But I got it, set it all up. Literally last night, finally got it all taken care of. Man, it is glorious. It's like, now it's going to be having to look like to the far left. Because I have them stacked now. So instead of being like all in one like sequential line, it's like now I got two over here, two right up here. So it's like, finally, instead of sitting there trying to be like,
it makes a big difference.
Oh, it does.
Makes a big difference.
Especially trying to
I have mine in a line here.
Oh.
And then, but sometimes I have one above the other because I can move them around and stuff. And, for the show, I like them in a line because otherwise, when I was in Florida, I had one above me, and so I spent a lot of time with the audience looking up my nose like that, and I didn't like that. But so here, and I'm in Chicago right now, so I got them all on the line.
Got it, man. It does. It makes a big difference, especially when you got big screens. And it's been really interesting. This is the other thing I was talking to you about, the red light therapy. Bro, my eyesight, I could not see because I get that big old screen. Remember I had to change the aspect, the tech. How you were telling me how to do all that?
Tech scaling,
yeah. Bro, I can see the text scaling, bro, now. Like, I couldn't see it, but I really just wanted to see the chart. I really didn't care much about the text. Only, I could quickly, make it get bigger and get smaller, put it back to what I wanted. Dude, 2 days of that red light therapy, I can now see the freaking light or the text, the small text. I'm like, are you serious? And it really started coming through this morning. So, I don't know, man. I think I'm
going to need to learn all about that, Pedro. Red light therapy.
Dude, infrared red. I couldn't believe it, dude. I was like, I realized that when I was coming on. Anyways, I'm all hyped up, bro. So, you know what's hyped up?
I'm all hyped up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah! Woo!
That's from Talladega Nights, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it was good with the kids. Woo! What was it? We were talking about Bitcoin, and I wanted to say something real quick about it. One, how because I watch Bloomberg. I have my 49, not 49. I have my 56-inch screen TV over here. I was watching it, and it's really interesting to sit there and see how they've been actually saying how Trump has been the flip flopper, and talking about how he was against crypto, his last administration, and I was like, wow, what up, X-Toshi? Oh, we didn't even shout out X-Toshi too. What up?
X-Toshi, good morning, DYOR family. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Thanks for retweeting our show info. It goes a long way. Thank you.
It does, man. You guys rock. I haven't been there just because I've been doing so much other stuff. And one thing, just simply because I do a lot of studying and market analysis, and it's been really interesting to sit there and just watch what they're doing. I mean, the economy, and I've been paying attention, and I finally kind of understood. I'm all over the place today. You know why I'm all over the place?
Yeah,
we didn't
notice.
You know why? Because we didn't have the and this is my fault. You actually told me to open it up, and I forgot. I was like, what do you mean open it up? And then I realized, oh, I can open it up for the
full rant Friday.
Friday, yeah, for the full FRF. The FRF, man. And that was my bad. I should have done it, and I didn't do it. And I was like, so sorry to our guys. I should have done it. I was going to do it, and then kind of just forgot that I could do it. So, yeah.
Pedro, what is Bitcoin doing? We all want to know. The volatility today is off the charts. I know you got the daily chart up there, but but just the daily chart today is I was watching it last night, and yesterday I did okay with a couple small trades. And then this morning, I'm watching it, and I was like, oh, it's going to break down here any moment. And I put a small trade in, and I've been, we're talking about our BidFi account here and all that, and I'll talk about that later. I'm not going to hit that now. But I also haven't, my last one with a previous exchange, and I had been screwing around with different types of leverage to see what their fees were charging, so I could compare it to BidFi. And I saw the market breaking down, and I was like, oh, this is definitely going to dump here in a minute. And it sure enough, it did. And so I had put a small trade on, and all of a sudden I'm up like $150. Nice. And I'm like, how can I be up $150? I was on 50 times leverage.
That's awesome.
And I wasn't trading 50 time leverage, but I was doing small experiments just to see what their fees were, and they were charging $25, things like that for those types of things. I was like, damn. I can't figure it out, but anyway, it was a lot, and so I was like, all right, well, now I know, and BidFi doesn't charge that much money for doing that type of stuff. And all of a sudden, then I'm up 180. I'm like, oh my god, this is great, and it's pure luck. There was no skill to make that much money. I mean, I thought the market was going to go down a little bit.
Why though? Why? Because of what we talked about, right?
Yeah, you know what? I've been watching these the flag patterns. When the flag comes up, like if you're looking, I won't try and do it. But when a flag pattern forms, and it's kind of confirmed by a couple of the intraday charts, but then a little, I call it like a little dip on the end of it, because like all of a sudden the end of the thing, it kind of has like a droopy dick on it. We'll just call it that. At the end of the flag, it just kind of, you're like, I know that's a technical analysis term. I'm like, that usually
exactly
every time it's done that, I'm like, oh, it has a little tip on the, not a rising tip, but just a little down, and like it's, nothing good happened behind the red door, and it dumps after that.
There you go.
And it kind of like on this chart, it did the same thing. And I was like, all right. The next thing I know, I'm up $180 or something like that. And then I turned my head away for a second.
Right here.
At 50 times leverage, you can't be like doing anything else. You gotta be like this.
Just whoa, in your face.
Right. And sure enough, all of a sudden it's back to $30. just like that. And I closed out the trade and I made $30. But
nice.
It was so interesting. But besides that, my little side story about the Bitcoin and all that, and my growing education. What is the market doing today, Pedro? Tell us. Viewers, tell us what you want to know about Bitcoin.
Well, you want it to go up is what you want. It was funny as I was listening to Bloomberg today, and the woman over there was talking about, we've never really we've never really been good at calling.
Hey, welcome Shane and Timothy.
Oh, what's up, Fuentes? ¿Qué pasa? What's up, Shane? It's good to see you. Mr. Shorts. Stores.
We're going to the stores.
Stores. We're
You
going
get
to
some
the
stuff at the
stores.
store.
We're gonna, Ma, I'll be back. We're going to the stores.
Gotta go to the bodega.
Go to the bodega. Yo, dog, where I live, there's a bodega right down the road. It is like legit awesome. Like they bring in like unique cheeses, but then you also got your craft like kill you with cancer cheese. And then it's like, dude, I was like, well, how do you do this, man? I was like, I come in here just want to get some, and I always walk away buying like 15 things, spending over $200. It's like, and that's about right. I'm not joking. He gets you. He said talking to you, and he's known by everybody in the community. Everybody knows him. He's a great guy. Anyways, let's jump back here to BTC. All right. So with the droopy dick here, as Tom calls it, you can see on the intraday time frame. What am I always talking about? Wicks and moving averages. Right? If I don't see a wick on the bottom, it's gonna go down. If I don't see a wick on top, it's going up. And you can see here throughout the night. Look, here's a wick. There's a wick.
Not much.
There's a wick. So you get what I'm saying. So this is when you hear me saying, it's gonna probably come down. And this is a good wick right here. So I'm confident, around this area keyword. Man, why is that still like screaming in my ear, bro?
Weibo token says, "Caballeros, muy buenos días."
Orale. There we go. So this, you can see, I said it might stop there, but I realized this got shot through. So
hey, we'll remind us a little later to look at a Weibo token. We're going to talk BTC and politics for a little bit.
Yeah. Boom, here we go. So honestly, I really see it's coming back down to that 64,000-ish area. I know people don't want to hear that. They're like, yeah, we're probably going to see it go all the way back up. No, because there's no wick. We need to see wicks. Wicks are the true teller. They tell us which way the market wants to go. You can't lie when the wick is involved. Anyways, so I like that 34,000-ish area here. Excuse me, not 34, 64,000-ish area. This area coming down, retesting this area here. Next area that I could see is coming back down to that 57,000-ish area. There's good little areas here as we're checking them out. Again, I think any places around these levels here, before we really start to see what's happening in the market, is one of those things that is imperative to kind of buy in at. Obviously this isn't financial advice, right? And this is all pure entertainment, educational purposes only. Tom, is there nope, there is not. Can you put the disclaimer on?
It's not running?
No, it is not.
Oh, you're right, it is not. Where'd it go?
Dude, I had the same.
It says it's on.
I had the same issue yesterday. I was sitting there, my computer, I was trying to get an indicator up and moving. And so I had to look it up, found out I had too many screens open, so it couldn't handle it. So I just thought I was like, are you serious? Also, side note, Vivian Tam, the designer, is starting to use NFTs or stuff. I thought was so interesting. I was like, what? So like, not only are we now starting to see when you buy a shirt or something like that, you get an NFT with it, and you can resell that shirt, and then with that NFT, it holds a value. Dude, I thought it was genius. I was like, holy crap. And every time it's sold or moved, she gets a small royalty. It's brilliant. I thought it was brilliant. I was like, that is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can resell the shirt. And so if a shirt in itself, And I was talking to a friend of mine. We were talking about this maybe 3.5, 4 years ago in the last bull run, when he was like, honestly, because you can put contract bases on anything, you could actually have a digital chip in your shoe, walk around with advertising and have that connected to an NFT. And when you walk into a store, it shows it that you went there and you advertised for them, and you could actually, much like Steppen works, right?
Pedro, who are you talking about?
This is a friend of mine, but there are.
Oh,
there are,
I thought that was some famous designer or something. I was like,
no,
who?
no. Well, he is not a famous designer, but
hopefully someday.
Yeah. But he was saying that this, he is trying to get that up and running, because you got to. What he's trying to do is create a little microchip that you can place in an area, just like they have in your cell phones, a little tracking, right? And then they can, every time you go in a place where your name or the shoe gets advertised, you receive XYZ. Somebody can actually scan it. He was trying to do all this stuff, but there are now designers out there, that famous designers, that are now actually trying to do something kind of similar. And I said to him, I said, man, what you want to do is brilliant, because people would literally buy your stuff. One, because he has dope stuff. He's like a street artist out in New York. And so I told him, I said, you got great art, man. Anyways, BTC, as I side note, I'm so sorry, I'm all over.
Hold on, I gotta bring your screen back up.
Yeah, let's talk about this. We'll finish this up. So honestly, I really see us coming back down, testing these lows here. We need to see a higher low. That's a key, right? I want to see it come off, see a higher low, and then from there, see some volume coming in, right? Like, as you can see, we had the huge sell-off here, right? People were offloading, but also adding on to their bags, right? So they're offloading the shorts. But I think the institutions are buying up here too. So they push it back up. You can see we have a lower high here. Okay, so high, lower high, lower high. What do we see? We'll probably see another lower low here. So until we see a higher low with strong volume, I gotta remain. I still gotta say I'm long-term bullish, short-term bearish. But these are my areas that can be picking up, areas that you can be looking to capture a short-term long to take price movements up. So,
well, it's certainly taken a heading down towards your levels right now. It just dropped another drop down to, hit a daily low of 66.4. And I had a nice little short on earlier, and it went up a little bit, and I'm like, all right, I got the show starting, so I'm not going to watch it that well, so I'm going to close it out. I would have doubled my money had I just skipped the show and stared at the screen instead. But no, I'm here for you, ladies and gentlemen. Pedro and I, foregoing riches.
For you. Mr. Fuentes.
Yeah. But look at this. Look at this chart here today. I mean, there's been nothing but good news last week. Last week was super hype mode.
Yeah.
Nashville, Bitcoin this, Bitcoin that. Bitcoin's in the news. It has the Google search ranking. Bitcoin is way up there. So that's all bullish stuff. Bullish. Then Trump comes on to speak, and Bitcoin just absolutely tanks. Just right during his speech, which I listened to, which was a rambling, incoherent speech that it's like if it was an hour long, he said some good stuff about Bitcoin for about 5 minutes, and then the rest of it was like, ugh. But anyway, so people sold off. Yeah, as soon as his speech ended, Bitcoin pumped right back up. It was like the favorite meter again, just like I said when Eric Trump spoke, and they just dumped, boop, and then as soon as he got done, pumped right back up. I was like, wow, I gotta watch more of this. This is like the moon cycle type thing. And anyway, but the point is now that week is over. That the big hype week, the news, the PR week, every company that's involved in Bitcoin has got some sort of thing going on, press releases. The news is good. Their employees are bullish. Everything, the whole industry is bullish that week. Now that week's over, and Trump is long gone, and Kamala is in the house, and the numbers are different now.
Oh yeah,
the numbers are different, and in a lot of states, where Trump was up 65 to 35%. It's now 49-51 again, or 55-45. All of a sudden, just because the Democrats changed it, and everybody for years was, Joe Biden's my guy, and he's still good. He's out. Camilla's in. And they're like, Camilla's my girl. That's like, you flip-floppers. Anyway, the political point of it isn't the point. The point is that the hype is over. Now what's going to go on with the markets? The market's got to anticipate a few things coming up. It's got to anticipate, and I'm speaking on behalf of everyone, assumes that the market prices everything in eventually, well before you think you're smart enough to do so. So what's coming up with the market? The market, it has to anticipate a couple things. Camilla doing well, and possibly Camilla winning. And Camilla, to this day, I shouldn't say Camilla, I should say the vice president. The vice president to this day has not come out with any stance about crypto, about anything. And then people have found here and there her mentioning something, back in the day or whatever. That's not the point. We want to hear what her stance is, how she crafts the party's platform, assuming she wins the nomination, to support or not support the digital asset industry. And so, Pedro, like you said, you're short-term bearish, long-term bullish. I am too, because BTC is not just a United States thing. But that short-term bearish thing might be pricing in Camilla doing well, because if she does well, she could just say, look, I've got a lot of stuff on my hands. Elizabeth Warren, you keep handling that finance stuff.
Oh my goodness, bro.
It's I know there's no love there. They've reported behind the scenes that, Elizabeth Warren and Joe Biden have this special relationship and that she doesn't with the younger crew. But, when you get a new person in the government, they say, I need to focus on a few areas. And as long as this other area isn't a complete dumpster fire in their mind, let's let that go. And I'll hit that around. We'll have a change later. Once I solve these 4 problems, we'll get to these other ones. So the market's going to price that in. And so I think what you're seeing, we could possibly, from a fundamental point of view, match your technical analysis and say it's going to come down here until the vice president comes out with any sort of platform saying what they're going to do. And she could have gone to Bitcoin 2024. And, and there's no evidence whatsoever that crypto and Bitcoin people are Republican over Democrat.
No,
all of us we're just supporting Trump's view because he's the only one saying self-custody, no CBDCs, blah, 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 blah.
I think
for a fact that Bitcoin conference is divided amongst every voting demographic that everything else is.
I would disagree with you. I would think that we're very liberal. The majority of the people that I speak with on Twitter, I always bring in, like, look, I'm a libertarian. And the majority of everybody says, yeah, I'm more of a libertarian than anything. Because
but nobody's no libertarian candidate. So,
well, what I'm trying to say is this, is the idea of self-custody. If you're going, and this is more of a libertarian mindset of self-custody, small government, stay out of our business. We'll make sure you guys can still be the government, but just you need to decrease yourself. And this is more, thank you for your sacrifice. That's fun. Bro, you were like, but what I'm trying to say is this.
Huisian Senate, thanks for, I can't pronounce that name. Thanks for joining the show.
We'll just call him
Thank
Star.
you, I appreciate it.
Or Huzi. We'll just call him Huzi.
It's got an umlaut thing above it, so the U is a U.
Yeah. He-U-Z. How about that?
He-U-Z. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Go ahead, Pedro.
Tell us how to pronounce your name, Huzi, because I'm an American. I'm a butcher, and I don't want to do what we did over in Ellis Island, where we just say, "Hey, Huzi, that's your new name." Okay.
Smith.
Yes, Smith. There you go. But my name is Bazwini. They're like
Smith.
Benny. Benny. But what I'm saying though is this: look, the idea behind is that I would say the majority of crypto are more or less libertarian centralist. So,
I would agree with that.
And I've seen it time and time again, right? Like, look, let us handle our money and let us do what we need to do If we need to go to war, levy taxes, do what you need to do. But apart from that, stay out of our business. And I think that's a lot of what I see also throughout the world, whether you're in France, whether you're in other places around the world. That's what I've seen. Maybe I'm wrong, but like it's very much kind of even the people that we sometimes see who come out of North Korea or China, right? They're you see them talking, and they got to be careful. But they'll straight tell you, like, we don't like XYZ because they're XYZ big, and they don't let us do what we need to do, which I find really. Anyways, so I disagree with you, but I agree with you in the sense that if she does that, I think, dude, there's no way she's getting a second term. There's no way. There's just no way.
Wait, you're talking already about her winning but not being able to get a second term?
Well, I think the way you.
I mean, now that's a call. I mean that
no.
That's like doing 100x leverage and putting all your money on the line.
Well, I did call a few presidents, but I'm not gonna go into that. But my biggest thing is that in all reality, as the market is moving the way it is, right? It's because we don't know who's going to win. It's still up in the air. We don't understand. And as we all know, any insecurities, any unstableness in the market, what happens? Market goes down. Kind of that simple. She's growing in populace, and the reality is people are like, hey, if she wins, she's probably not going to be pro crypto. Trump again.
Sorry about that. Stogie Cop 99 says, Tom, did you buy the Weibo dip? I saw how gutted you were last time. No, I did not buy the dip in that. And the reason is Pedro and I got some stuff coming up, so we're consolidating some show funds to work with something. Timothy Fuente says we're rebranding and migrating to ETH. All info in the TG. Please be sure to check us out. So we also have a competition for $40 in ETH. I think they're talking to MFTs relaunching. Here, Timothy says, MAGA for Trump 24 will be launching on the 8th on ETH. Be ready to be shilled to the Earth's end. All right, well, we'll take the shills, and we'll cover the launch of that for sure. And if you do it during... what day is that? The 8th is a Thursday, so it's entirely likely we'll be live on the 8th. So if it's during the show, then we'll cover the launch of it. And we'll let you FOMO appropriately. Who was it I was just talking about? NetZ. I got the NetZ chart up behind me here. And it's still at 0.004 cents or something like that. We need some bullish. Got the bullish news, now we need the bullish action. But good things, like I told Drano, I'm going to go back and listen to that and report back on that. Yeah, whoops, that's the same one.
I also want to add this real quick. As we're coming down with this big, huge sell-off day, you can see that we really don't have any seller wicks down as we're selling off. But you can see as we're selling off, you can see that we're seeing a lot of buyer wicks come in as we're selling off. So it's a clear sign saying that they are buying. Right, boom, buy, sell. And see how there's not a lot of seller wicks, so there's no really real fresh sellers here to push as a resistance level. So it's a good sign to sit there and look at going, okay, it's kind of a clear shot to go back up. So this potentially be coming back down to pick up buyers to potentially go back up. So we'll see what happens.
Interesting.
You were so loud. I can't. Well, I don't understand why the music is so loud in my ear.
I thought I turned it off for you.
Nope. It's been blaring this whole entire time.
Let's see. Hold on, Pedro. Pedro. The music here is output D. Yeah, I don't have it. You still hear it?
I can still hear it.
That's the damnedest thing. That's the only thing I'm feeding you is my microphone. All right. I'll work on that here for a little bit here.
All right. One of the things I think is important also to look at is Ethereum, right? Because we all know that I always talk about this, right? Whenever there's good news and the fodder come in and they buy the market, right? Typically what happens is we see the institutions come in and short the market more so now than ever before, because there's really not a lot of rules around Ethereum and BTC. So institutions can really kind of hurt the public without any retribution by the
Right.
government right now. So it's kind of blatant where they're just, they don't even care right now. If everybody comes in to buy, you can see they're selling. I mean, right now, when I think it was Wendy O was talking like, why isn't this market on Ethereum at 10,000? And I said, because people are buying, institutions need buyers so they can short the market, and they'll push it down until people start to sell off their Ethereum, and then they buy that back and push the market back up. I don't think she wanted to hear that.
No.
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 I don't think I think she muted me from that moment on, which I find funny.
All she wants to hear is Moon. XRP and Moon. Those are the two things she wants to talk about.
It's funny, dude. I was like, and at the time, I try not to be like rude about it. I really try to be like, well, I wish that was true. Like I wish that I'm wrong, and it's true. But look, they're like a big, smart bully on the elementary playground, and there's no yard duties there, and they get to push kids around and bully them. That's just truth. That's what we're seeing right now. It's like,
I think I realized I missed a few social media rooms here, or places to post the show. I'm gonna take a second to do that.
Oh, good. Let's check out and we'll go into, and then after that we'll go into the some of the topics here. But one of the things I wanted to speak about here real quick is just I want to go over Crow, because everybody knows I am invested in Crow. I look at Crow. I'm kind of happy that it's selling off again. It all depends on what is going to happen on this 400-day period moving average. You can see here over the weekend, we really did try to get above here. If we see another drop of this, of Bitcoin, we're going to see another drop, probably down into the 7-cent area. The other one I want to bring up here as well, it was some of our AI plays here. We've been kind of following. Where's my AI project?
Well, yeah, Render just finished its merge with. Well, I can't remember who they merged with. They got a new token and everything. It's now the token's name is now Render instead of RNDR. Who the hell do they merge with? I can't remember that.
Yeah, we need to go through and find that. But where's it at?
Boy, these Weibo guys are the master shillers today. You'll have to bring up their chart sooner rather than later.
Oh, we will definitely, always.
Sorry, Space Cat says, grab some Florky on base. You'll be glad you did. This is not financial advice, but it is a damn good suggestion. That's a great shill there, Space Cat. You did a good job on that. Sorry, Pedro, go ahead.
You're good. So I think one of the things we can really be paying attention to here is just right now, these are all selling off, fetch, everything. I think where it's also ICP. I thought I had my ICP right.
No, they're all selling off because BTC is selling off.
Yeah, ICP. Boom. But I'm looking at this going like, this is I was kind of sad that it didn't go lower. I popped some right in this level here. I don't know why. Where's my ICP here?
It would be in the eyes.
Yeah, there you go. I'm a little short. So I'm a little short there. You can see here, as we're coming down to this lower level, it's really interesting. And doing a show and having to think at the same time while talking.
Not easy. Not
Oh,
easy.
no, it is incredible. And then you got to keep talking and then look at brain, look for eye, right? And then at the same time, keep talking. And then you don't understand the skill set you need to develop to be able to be funny. Then at the same time, talk. And it is a real I once thought I was smart until I started doing this.
The multitasking skills you need to be able to deliver a timely joke.
Yes.
Be dealing with the tech behind the scenes, moving your chart, and looking something up at once. It's very hard. And as you can see, Pedro and I have goofs all the time.
All the time.
Laughs and gaffs.
More gaffs than laughs. Hopefully, you guys laugh than anything. But let's jump back here. So, ICP, I definitely am. What's the one thing you should be looking at as we're moving up, right? We didn't put any real demand wicks, right? Until we were down in this level. We had one baby small ones, we're really down in this level here, down back on July 5th. So we should be coming back and testing this level here. I'm hoping that we get down to my level of that 511, 450. I mean, if we can get back down to the lows of this area here of bear market, this would make me happy. I'd be able to buy up a lot more. I'd be like, all right, there we go. Because here's the thing, it comes in cycles, right? Everything comes in cycles. So I look at it like that.
There's lots of cycles in this. That's for sure. Some of them are just fine. Other ones stop your heart. Like, no,
don't go, no. I mean, when we talk about Matic, right? Or no, yeah, Matic or Poly. Well, same. But yeah, you're right. But the key point here is this, and I think it's really nice, is when this really starts to pump, right? Your project, the project that you're a part of, will pump. So it's kind of a nice thing to be able to sit there and say, you know what, when this starts to get going, because every major coin has its cycle. We've seen this, right? So when this starts to pump again, hardcore, and we start to see it up at $2, $3 again, right? It changes everything. But right now, you're just still in the kind of the humdrums of what's happening here. It's not like.
All right, good. Oh, no, good. I was going to say, I thought you were coming to an end there, but I was just going to say, I'm trying to have a shorter show today because I got an important meeting here after our show that I got to prepare for. And so let's, viewers, if you've got some meme coin, it's Monday. It's Meme Coin Monday, too. But Pedro and I didn't prepare for it simply because I forgot to remind Pedro to do that, and I forgot to feed him some things to look at because I was busy doing family stuff over the weekend. But if you've got some meme coins for us to look at, we'll go over a Weibo. We'll go over. We'll probably try and take a look on Squirrel with Nuts, Magatron. What other you people pushing on us out there?
Squirrel with.
I don't have a dedicated sound yet. I'll be aiming for that sound bit. Yes, Mr. Fountain, we do need to get you a.
I'd agree.
Although he's pushing that. I turned. Why did that turn that off? He's pushing the.
Finally, it's like out of my ear. Wow, I can.
He's been pushing the Trump thing, the MFT24. So we'll just give him the.
You are fake news.
No, dude, he's gonna be pissed.
You are fake news. Why? I'm trying to figure out why that was going out to your ear. It's coming in cable D.
Oh, man, I thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Dude, it was literally like, imagine if you were talking super, super loud. Oh, bro. I have it in my ears. Okay, stop. I don't know why it's super loud. It's just.
Oh, wait. So you have. Can you hear the yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is it loud or it's fine?
It's okay. It's okay. I'd rather not have any music if we could.
I don't know why it's sending it to you. It shouldn't be.
Well,
I listen to it just so I can monitor the volume.
Got it.
And in my ear, it's like I can barely hear it. And you're You're like, ah.
Well, I'm trying to really gauge my voice so I'm not yelling. You know, like when you hear something really loud, your voice goes up. So I'm just like.
Well, that's why I only wear one when I do the show. Just one, because then I can hear my own voice normally and trying to get it.
And make sure, actually, that's a great idea. That's actually really smart. I'm gonna do that right now. So let's talk about a Weibo here. Now Weibo finally, look at you guys. You guys came back, consolidated, did a nice little consolidation here. Look at that, impressive. And then after that, look, you guys came back, tapped that 8-period weekly moving average here. Nice, man. You guys looking good. You guys looking hot to trot over here.
They're talking about missing a dip, but I don't see any dip at all.
Well, he's saying this dip. I mean, came down and played off of this.
I see. Yeah.
Area right here. Yeah. So yeah, man. But you guys came in, and you can see here. Yesterday, you guys had some good volume. Today, you guys got half the volume already. About half the day into this already. So even better. I mean, look. If you guys come out with even more volume today, yeah, I could see this thing making all-time highs here, and then potentially getting up to the next 3,000 mark. You can see they hit the 2,000 or the 2,000 area here. That 3,000 area here could even look better for you guys. I mean, I could see it just simply going up there. There's really no supply except for this supply right here for a Weevil. There we are. So yeah, so besides this, man, I mean, you guys really don't got much here. I mean, in all reality, it's a decent supply area, though, as I'm looking at this. Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, it's a decent supply, but I mean, with a good volume, man. Look, you guys are already playing off of that 1 hour A, and your 2 hour A is already starting to kind of pick up. So it's going to come and test down in this lower level here. But once it comes down, that's important because again, you have sellers stepping in and the buyers picking up. So you'll see a big old green candle if this thing holds. So that's real nice. Real nice.
Yeah, Pedro, can you hear the music anymore?
Nope. I am
really loud right now. Can you hear it?
Nope, don't hear Jack.
Oh, I found there was one other little switch way over on the side there that was saying, take this and feed it back through the guests thing. It was meant for something else. That's what happens when I fuck around with it over the weekend.
Oh, thank God. I can, like it's because it's interesting. Yeah, but I do have to admit, when I do hear that loud music, it does make me hyper alert, which is really interesting. Probably takes my, my flight mode into like super go. So I'm like on edge and like ready to go. Anyways, so jumping back to a Weibo here. Yeah, you guys are looking strong here. Your 5 minute is kind of just chilling here. You guys can come off of that 8-period moving average. Your 1 hour looks hot here. So I mean, you guys are doing good here. I would keep it up. Keep it up. Whatever you guys are doing, keep it up because it's growing.
All right, hold on. We've got another meme here. Hey, Kukuli coin. It's Meme Coin Monday here. So if you drop some contract address, we'll take a look at your chart.
Absolutely.
Anyway, back to Weibo. So they're looking pretty good. They rocketed up a little bit. Had a pullback. That's what always happens during rocket ups. And now climbing back up. And Pedro, if they can bring in some decent volume, it's likely going to be on an uptick all the way up and potentially some new all-time highs. So good news for a Weibo. Weibo token. Go see them on Telegram. No, they're not paying me to say this or anything like that. They're just a good group, good community over there. And frankly, they're good viewers of our show. So they're willing to scratch our back. We'll scratch their back.
Scratch away. If I had cats, man, y'all would be bloody. Anyways, so some market cap here. I gotta admit, also, it's actually been cool to be able to see their market cap kind of pick up here. The holders are picking up here. And the other part behind it is check out that daily volume. Like compared, you literally, it is almost 5%, which is pretty impressive for a 150,000 market cap. Typically ranges between like that 100 or 1,000, 2,000, but that 5,000 is nice. So we'll see what happens. But I think if you guys really hit the street hard, get on the Twitter street and start to really get some volume in, man, you got some people. And plus, do they have Zach looking at them?
No, I don't know if they do or don't.
You know what?
I don't know if you guys have got the attention of Zach Humphreys or not, ladies of Aweebo, the community of Aweebo.
Yeah, but we'll throw something and see if he'll look at it. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, dude, this is looking good. Now, who is this other crew that it wants us to look at? Where are they at?
We got the
Here it is.
just the out of the blue shill here from Kukuli, Kukuli coin, and I know absolutely zero about it. Could be a scam, but it could be something good. So let's check it out.
I cannot see Kukuli's. I saw Space Cat. Weebo, amazing.
Kukuli. If you search for it, I'm sure search for it in Gecko terminal.
Say that one more time. K what?
Kukuli.
Uli. Kukuli. There we go. All right. I think this is it. Wrapped.
Yeah, it's got $1,000 liquidity, so that the one on base only has 0.6%.
Yeah, here we go.
0.06%, 6 cents, something like. Yeah, it's got to be the first one.
Come on. Ooh, you guys aren't looking too hot here. Well, I don't know about that one. Well, y'all tried.
I hope you don't have a daily chart up there.
Oh, you know what? Good point. That is that 15. It's a good thing you said something because I was like, ooh.
Nope, that's not good. Must be brand new. Must have just launched, huh?
Literally yesterday. So Kukuli.
Put the 10 minute on, or 1 minute, or 5 minutes, something shorter. Look at that chart.
All right, here we go.
When you come out of that one.
Oh yeah. I hope I'm wrong. But this just doesn't look healthy for you guys. You guys went up, and then what is the X on this though? I'm trying to see. So that is 12, 0.
I can't even. It's Jesus. It's -12. Yeah, they had a 10xer on launch there. I mean, at least.
Came back down.
It's like a 20xer, 30xer.
Look at this right here, dude. Oh, that's not right.
Oh, there's got to be some kind of spurious price with that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, without that, the chart doesn't look too bad.
The big drop. Actually, no, that looks correct. They went up to $1. That's not right.
Yeah, there must have been something weird happened with that.
Oh yeah, that's that. Well, let me see here real quick. Boom. Yeah, this doesn't make sense. Because want to send us the correct contract, we can check out the chart here. But that's
I think that was a shill and go view there.
Got it. Alrighty. Well, there you go. I would not put money into this. Just be honest. Like even the chart itself is like messed up. So I mean, if I can't even look at the chart correctly, it's most likely not that good. Grab some Floki on base. You will. Oh, we'll check out Floki here.
Florky.
Oh,
Weebo tokens is amazing. Amazing.
There we go. Boom. Where is it at?
Timothy says, tell us a little on how to sponsor, donate to the show. You can donate a number of ways. If you want to send directly to a wallet, you can do that. You can super chat the show, but YouTube takes like a lot of it. Or you can contact me about sponsorship, partnership deals.
Yeah, we always appreciate that. Right now, we're actually trying to raise money for our trip to Why am I forgetting what it's called? Speaking of them, you should probably give them a little sponsor plug for the Futures Conference.
That's right. Sorry, I was just talking to Mrs. Striking for a second. I missed the last thing you said.
Oh, no, I was just saying, if you want to just go ahead and mention the Futures Conference that we are raising money for. So if you want to sponsor us, if you're a business, we will not say no.
Absolutely not. All right, let me see if I can bring my screen up here to talk briefly about that.
Base. Let's try base here.
My screen. There we go. I captured the screen here briefly, Pedro. Pedro and I are going to be in Toronto on the 13th and 14th of August. We were supposed to get free tickets to this to give away on our show and all that, but apparently the conference sold out faster in record speed or whatever, that type of stuff, so they didn't have any extras to give us. They will be releasing some extra tickets that show sponsors don't use closer to the show date, so if you would like to come to the show, let Pedro and I know, and we can get you a discounted ticket. We have a discount code and all that type of stuff. But anyway, Pedro and I are going to be broadcasting there live from the show, and we're going to be joining with Zach Humphreys to talk about events at the show and all that. And also, we're going to have special guests popping in, Austin Hilton and Oscar Ramos. Austin does a little bit of everything. Oscar concentrates on Crow. And another guy that I can't remember his name. Sorry about that. But he's involved with the one of the SHIB groups or something like that. So we'll be talking to a lot of people. We'll be bringing you a lot of content. It's going to be a good time, and we won't be. I don't think we'll be on a regular time frame because where our booth is located, we have to broadcast live in between the keynote speaker or main speakers. So pay attention to that. We'll have lots of new schedules, lots of content, probably live a couple of times during the day. Lots of good stuff coming out. Also, on that note, if you haven't seen it, we have a new website here. And right now it's got a pop-up on it showing you the DYOR Live from Toronto thing on it. But if you want to, I'm just going to click that off. We have an interesting thing here, and I'm bringing this up because Tim asked about sponsorships, all that type of stuff. We put all kinds of cool information on our new website, meaning Pedro and I. And we talk about the different shows we have here, from DYOR Live to Rugged, Ruined, and Wrecked, Full Rant Fridays, Crypto Chit Chats with Carmen, and then, of course, the old Space Lounge AMAs, which we have not had one in a really long time. Oh, that's interesting. That's supposed to be live broadcasting our show today. And a playlist of all our other shows here that you can go in and find pretty much everything that we've done. All the shows Pedro and I have done here with DYOR Live. My 3 seasons of Rugged, Ruined, and Wrecked. Even a lot of them are old. They're really funny. Talking about projects that failed. Carmen's various interviews that she's done with people involved with projects. And, of course, the DYOR Now things where I go over topics in short video form. Full Rant Friday spaces. We don't record those. They come and go. You can get your rant out and they're gone. And then also, of course, you want to learn all about trading with our show sponsor, BitFi. There's a place to click, sign up, and do that. There's also in the body of this YouTube video a link for that. And then, of course, big section about all of us on-air personalities here. But the important part that I want to bring up is here. Sponsor our shows. Hire our personalities. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. We will whore ourselves out for your brand. Yes. Get your brand to the right audience, or get the right speaker for your community. Hire us. We're up for product placement, segment sponsors, technology sponsors, trade show partners. If you've got an idea for a partnership with us, just approach Pedro and I, and we'll figure out how to put your money in our pockets. And I have some examples up here of our show sponsor, Audit Chain, hired me to handle their podcast. And so I do that for them. And then we've produced other people's live events. Like a good example here is the Champion Group. I guess it's behind me here. You can't see it. They hired us to produce their two things: a live AMA about them, but also a comedy night. We did a comedy night that was really good, and DYOR Media produced that. So if you've got ideas, if you're a sponsor, if you need a group to help out, let us know, because this is what we do for a living. And go check out our website. It needs the traffic to get Google to recognize it better.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Go check it out if you want to.
DYORnetwork.media.
If you want to go there like 15 times a day, we will not stop you.
Hit refresh.
Does that actually work?
No, they figured that out.
Yeah, I figured, like, because they know that people pay for farming and like third world countries, you can get like 50,000 views in a matter of like 3 days. Yeah, it's crazy. Speaking of,
well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a part of the show I really like. Ladies and gentlemen, super chat, Timothy Fuentes, otherwise known as Tim Fountain here at DYOR Media Network. $1.99 super chat. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Any amount goes to helping Pedro and I promote the show, bring you a better user experience. And one of these days, there'll be extra money from that, so we can take. I can take Mrs. Striking on a lavish vacation, and Pedro and I can drink a lot of beer. So,
yay!
But thank you. I really appreciate that. And like I said, every little bit helps.
Yeah.
And not only that, the amount, but the action of you doing that shows YouTube that there are actual content that people are willing to pay for, and gives us a boost in the algorithm. So thank you a lot, Tim. Really appreciate that. Tim says, I'll be checking out your website. And I already found the site. All right.
It's true. You know, what's funny is I look at some of these guys who are conspiracy theorist guys, and they have so many viewers, dude. I mean, like, so many. And one guy like has at least 200-300 views every single day. And he just talks about the most craziest stuff. So I hit him up privately and I said, how much of the stuff do you actually, I have a YouTube channel, and you know, I go, how much of the stuff do you actually believe? He goes, maybe like 10%. You know, and I started to laugh because I was like,
he makes a fortune, though. He makes a fortune.
Yeah.
Earth is flat. 10 million views. You're like, come on.
Dude, that's exactly, dude. And he goes over the hypothesis of potentially why, and that movie with what was it? Fly Me to the Moon with what's his name? I forget his name. But it was him and the other one, what's her name? Why am I forgetting the names, bro? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Why am?
Because you're getting old, Pedro. That's
no, I am not getting old. I will stay young forever. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Anyways, Scarlett
Alphaville.
Johansson. Yeah, there you go.
That was the name of that. Alphaville performed the song "Forever Young."
Oh yeah, dude. They were. I don't understand why they didn't explode. They actually had really good music. That was
1986. That song.
They should have been. They should have gone further. Actually, the only song I ever know is that song, so I actually can't say that. That's the only song I know. So, you know, if one day somebody will take that and go, I remember when you said this, and these guys are trash, and I go, did you keep? Because context is everything. I was in a joking mode. Anyways, watch. Half these one day is gonna be used against us, man, and we're gonna be like, it was a joke. We were joking. That, I mean, is humor not allowed? Oh yeah, I forgot. Woke mindset killed humor. Anyways,
the woke mind virus, as Elon calls it. I love it. I love it.
Dude, speaking of Elon, real quick,
we got him going. Lay it on us, Pedro.
Bro, did you see the trash talk that people are giving this man because he thought it was hilarious of the parody of Kamala Harris? It is literally, it was all over the Bloomberg television this morning. CNN was talking about it. I
didn't see the parody of Kamala.
Oh, bro, dude, you gotta go to see it, dude. It is so funny. And he goes, "This is awesome." It's basically he posts it, right? And the guy, man, you know, it's got a lot of viewers, so he sits there, dude, and it cracked me up. It absolutely cracked me up. Simply because of just some of the stuff that that he was doing. You know, I don't want to show it because
It was something he posted on.
Yeah, X on his page. Yeah, yeah, it is great, like really good. And the part that I think is funny, it has the funniest part is that he like he just doesn't even care. Like that was it was like the idea of you know, go after yourself. We'll let the world decide, right? And then like and then he just walk. It's like he sets a dumpster fire and just walks away and goes, "Have fun with that one." Like it was just I don't know. Or maybe it's the that just I just think it's funny. He was it was hilarious what he did. I'll see if I can. Let me pull it up here, okay? If I can do it. Elon Musk. There you are. But we can't. Oh shoot, dude. Starlink couldn't do it. Literally infinitely cheaper.
No, he's talking about the amount of money the government's spending on rural broadband. And he's like, we can do it for 17 billion less.
Dude, that's the part. We've talked about this multiple times. When the government gets involved, they always spend so much more ungodly amount of money. That was the other thing I wanted. We're going to talk about this, but it was on Forward Thinking YouTube show, and they were talking about how the Treasury and the Fed are fighting each other, and they're doing it like backdoor ways, and that's why we're seeing a lot of just mismanagement happening with what's happening with the because there's a quantitative easing aspect that's happening with the bonds and the amount of supply and demand going on between them. And then you have the Fed rate going in, changing back and forth. So every time you see the Fed change it, then you see the Treasury markets out there literally stabbing him in the back, like slyly, and nobody's talking about it. And on Forward Thinking, I forget the guy's name. It's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Was talking about it. The reason why I bring this up is this is it. Look, Kamala. Oh yeah. You guys went and saw it. It is it, dude. It is.
I don't know. I don't have any idea what it is.
It's the parody. Okay, I'm sorry. We're
Well, I understand it's a parody. Someone sends me the link so I can
give me a
see
second.
it.
Yeah, give me a second. Will we get in trouble feeding this? Did he take it down? Don't tell me he took it down. Don't tell me. I'm gonna be so mad at this man if he took it down. Oh no, he's definitely. No, dude, he was okay because he was being bombarded by how amazing or how much of a jerk he is for lambasting Kamala and Kamala. No, why am I saying
Kamala?
Kamala, thank you, Kamala. That's hilarious.
You still can't say it. Kamala.
Kamala.
There you
go. Dude, but it was so great, dude. This will be another one that they'll use in the future. You know how like they went after Joe Rogan when he was saying the N-word?
Yeah.
And they just went after him. All our mistakes in the future, if we get big, they're gonna be like, these guys are idiots. Okay, here we go. So it's down at 16 hours ago. Boom, boom, boom. Dude, don't tell me you took it down. I'll be so mad. Men can't talk about abortion. Last week you said men can get pregnant. Yeah, I thought that was hilarious too.
Hey Tim, if you posted a link in the YouTube comments, it won't come through. You got to drop it in the TG account.
Why can't I find it? Where's this at? I'm looking for it. Oh, here it is. Got it. All right, I'm gonna send it to you right now. Boom. So, dude, it's like, oh well, I don't think they'll let me send it. That's interesting. Oh, okay, here it is. Boom. I was like that, man. There's that much power. You can mess with. Here it is. Boom. I just sent it to you. You should get it.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. You didn't get it.
I'm saying I see your typing. There we go.
Yeah, there it is. It went through. It's great. Absolutely great. It's so. Can everybody hear it?
You know what? I don't have the sound on. Hold on. Let me get the. God, that's loud.
I don't hear nothing, so I'm good. I've already heard it. But
Hold on, let me see how I can get this into the show here.
total confidence.
Let's see.
The significance of the insignificant is in itself significant.
Talking about the significance of the passage of time.
All right, let's.
I, Kamala Harris, and your Democrat candidate for president, because Joe Biden finally exposed his senility of the debate. Thanks, Joe. I was selected because I am the ultimate diversity hire. I'm both a woman and a person of color. So if you criticize anything I say, you're both sexist and racist. I may not know the first thing about running the country, but remember, that's a good thing if you're a deep state puppet. I had 4 years under the tutelage of the ultimate deep state puppet, a wonderful mentor, Joe Biden. Joe taught me rule number 1, carefully hide your total incompetence. I take insignificant things and I discuss them as if they're significant. And I believe that exploring the significance of the insignificant is in itself significant.
Talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time.
I don't know why it disappeared. It froze on my screen. The deep state people got it.
But dude, you played it twice, almost 3 times, so it's okay. So they took an AI, somebody, it was Elon Musk parody or something like that. It was some parody thing. Oh no, it was Mr. Reagan parody, and they were just making fun of it, right? Like whatever. So when Elon sits there and takes it and he posts it, he basically writes, "This is amazing. It's funny, right?" And because I do think that there are some things that she does, and I'm not going to talk for or against her, but there are certain things behind this that I find very interesting. I don't think that she was incompetent to the Border Patrol. I think she knew what she was doing. I think she was trying to do certain aspects, and she knew she'd get away with it. And I thought it was, and from a the perspective of what she believes in and how she believes in it, she played it well. And so for that, I tap my hat to her going, well played, right? Opponent or whatever, she believes in certain aspects and she's pushing forward for it. But in the same sense, that also puts you in the face of a punch in the face by your opponent who can then vilify you. So we can sit there and see that the far right is definitely trying to vilify her, and there are certain aspects behind her that it makes it very easy. So somebody took an AI, what do they call it? The AI generator video things. I know there's a specific name for them.
The AI generator video things works for me.
Okay. Anyways, they sat there, bro, and as you can see, they sat there and overlaid her voice. It sounds exactly like her, and it was epic. And so that's why I just find it very interesting and funny, because the way they did it. And on the back end, when it finally got hundreds of millions of views. Like, I think something crazy. It was like, I think as of today on Bloomberg, I think when they were reporting, it was like 126 million or something like that views. It was, or 130 views, excuse me. That's what it was, 130 million views. It was one of those things that were like, this is wrong. This is a parody. This isn't real. And you can see it's very clear it's a parody. Like it's not. Right. But they were sitting there like trying to support her, their girl, and it was like, it's like when a girl supports a guy who's getting beat up by another guy. Like, a guy never wants to get, regardless if you're getting beat up or not. I'd rather take the beating, right, than getting like, no, you leave him alone, right? As a guy. I mean, maybe, I guess that's toxic masculinity. Yeah.
A funny meme with Camilla and Barack.
Oh, bro, it's great.
I'm not gonna read it on YouTube. Will not be happy.
But it's just funny, dude. It's absolutely hilarious. But anyways, long story short, that's it.
Pedro, I got to get going here.
All right, brother. Well, thank you guys for coming in. And
I got a minute or two here to wrap up the show and stuff. We don't need to race off, but
it's all good. We can close up.
Quickly though, I got the DeFi Dojo banner up here. For those of you that may be involved in a small project, DeFi Dojo can get you exposure for various types of AMAs, from Telegram to X Spaces, and even here on this channel on YouTube, and others as well. And they can also get you discounted KYC with Assured DeFi. And by doing so, you can get a nice package of getting your name out, getting some credibility. And these aren't prices like Caesars and Golems and Whale Talk and all that type of stuff. These are a smaller group of people that'll get your holder count up by hitting them up for an AMA. In the comments below here on YouTube, there is a link to JBee, JBee, you'll see. Hit her up, and she'll get you a pricing for a package, and you too can end up on an AMA on the DYOR Media Network. But I can't stress the importance of getting the KYC too, because if you don't get the KYC and you don't come on camera, ain't no credibility there, buddy.
Yep. Absolutely. So on the back end, man, you know what? I know you got to go. But maybe we can talk about this tomorrow. Trump. I
got a few minutes here.
All right. Trump at BTC. It was very Bitcoin. What I found interesting about this, and I thought this was really interesting, is that for a large portion, like you said, it was kind of gibberish. But the fact is, to him simply saying, and this was what was highlighted. Literally, if I was seeing in Bloomberg and many of the other anti-Trump, or I don't call him anti-Trump, but just they really kind of highlight on the stupid things he does. I would have focused more on him just kind of rambling, right? But they actually were playing, and for me, this is like music to my ears. When they were saying, they highlighted that I will make Bitcoin, and they were laughing at this. I will make Bitcoin here in America safe. And he goes, I will make America the crypto capital of the world, and bring all the money back and make you and get rid of and stop Gensler and Elizabeth Warren.
Right.
That's all that they played. They didn't play his ramblings. They didn't play I would have highlighted the fact that when he spoke, Bitcoin dropped. Right? Like those would have been the things that
It's a good point. We should get in touch with Kamala's people here, and I'll get Mrs. Striking on it here with the government relations type stuff, and we'll get the record straight there, and we'll get the word to them, and then then they can send us $1 million.
Hey man, that's exactly. And make sure I get line share of it, because I'm the one who came up with it. But
I don't know what you're talking about. Who are you? Goodbye.
Who are you? What? Delete from all. But in all honesty, though, like I just thought it was really interesting that, like, I remember watching the video going like, dude, like, come on, like, okay, you're the greatest. You have the greatest ideas. You're amazing. Okay, great. Let me know that you actually understand crypto. And it was just interesting. And so I was like, oh, they're going to have a field day with this, right? And they didn't do anything with it. So I was like, are you serious? Like, you didn't, how did you not? Okay. All right, next. Right? Like, I just would have thought that they would have played more with it. I mean, the stuff that happened with Biden and how the right on Fox, bro, it was a field day for him, right? Like his just rambling. So it was just interesting that we didn't see that with Trump. I just thought it was really interesting.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you hear the music on here. For Space Cat, I brought up Florky on base here. I gotta tell you, the chart's not looking good. It's not looking good here at Florky. I'm pretty sure this is the right chart, but it's
yes, when I had
it's high up over there, and it's really low behind, and gets even lower behind my head. We're missing out on it. Well, let us know about that if we got the wrong one, whatever. But I think that's the right one. Not looking so good, Space Cat. Anyway, you're hearing the kick tracks It's called Manila Kick Tracks. It's actually licensed music here on the channel. That means the show is coming to an end, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to thank everybody for joining us. Had a good time as usual. Some good discussions. All that great stuff. And as I always like to say on behalf of Pedro Garcia and myself, have a great day. My name's Tom, otherwise known as Striking here in the digital media world. Thanks to Tim Fountain for Super Chat. Yeah, Mr. Fuentes. Really appreciate it. We'll be here tomorrow at the same time, same bat channel. So all I can say to everybody is, I don't have that keyed up right. No, I do have it keyed up right. Anyway, thank you. Have a great day, everyone. We'll be here tomorrow. Love y'all. See you.
Much love.